let's grab our basic instructions before leaving Earth, and let's see what the Creator, Father God, has in store for us today. Alright, I'm sorry I didn't put on a video last night. I did one. I did one. But for some reason, it did not want to work. And I'm trying to get some light in here. Oh well. Okay. Anyway, I didn't get to put the video up on my new iPad. So I am on my old iPad. And I'm going to reread what I read last night because it wouldn't be fair if I continue on. Anyway, let's get started. I'm on Jeremiah 49. Concerning the Amorites, thus saith the Lord, hath Israel no son? Hath he no heir? Why then doeth their king inherit Gad, and his people dwell in his cities? Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will cause an alarm of war to be heard in Rabbah of the Amorites, and it shall be a desolate heap, and her daughters shall be burned with fire. Then shall Israel be heir unto that where his heir, saith the Lord. How, O Ashbon, for Ai is full, cry ye daughters of Ram. Gird with you with sackcloth, lament, and run to and fro by the hedge. For their king shall go into captivity, and his priests and his princesses together. Therefore, glorious thou in the valley, thy followers, the flowing valleys, O backsliding daughters, that trust in her treasures, saying, who shall come unto me? Behold, I will bring a fear upon thee, saith the Lord God of hosts, from all these that be about thee. And ye shall be driven out every man right forth, and none shall gather up him that wandereth. I did better last night. And afterwards I will bring it into captivity of the children of Ammon, saith the Lord. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? I believe it is today. There's a lot of people out there. It's like, why did you do that? Flee ye. Turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan. For I will bring a calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. If grasshoppers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. But I have made Esau bare, and have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. Leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drank. And art thou he that shall gather, that shalt altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, that Bozrah shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. I have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, Gather ye together, and come against her, and rise up to the battle. For lo, I will make thee among small among the heathen, and displeased among men. Thy temperance hath discovered thee, and the pride of thy heart, O thou that dwellest in the cliff of a rock, that holdest the high of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. Also Edom shall be desolate. Every one that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at the plagues thereof. As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighbor city thereof, saith the Lord, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan against the inhabitant of the strong, but I will surely make him run away from her. And who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? For who is like me, and who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me? Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord, that he hath taken against Edom, and his purpose, that he has purposed against the inhabitants of the Teman. I'll be right back. Surely the last of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their inhabitant desolate with them. The earth is moved at the noise of their fall, at the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. Behold, he shall come up and fly as the eagle, and spread his wings over Bashan. And at that day shall the heart of the mighty men of Edom be as the heart of a woman in her pangs. Concerning Damascus, Hazmath is confounded, and Arpad, for they have heard evil tidings. They are frustrated. There is sorrow on the sea, it cannot be quiet. Damascus is waxed feeble, and truth herself to flee, turneth herself to flee, and fear has seized on her. Okay, I'm going to reread 24. Damascus is waxed feeble, and turneth herself to flee, and fear has seized on her, and anguish and sorrow have taken her as a woman in travail. How is the city of praise not left, the city of my joy? Therefore her young men shall fall in her streets, and all the men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord of hosts. And I will kindle a fire in the wall of Damascus, and it shall consume the palaces of Benhadad. Concerning Kedar, and concerning the kingdoms of Hazor, which Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon shall smite, thus saith the Lord, Arise ye, go up to Kedar, and spoil the men of the east. Their tents and their flocks shall take away, they shall take to themselves their curtains, and all their vessels, and their camels, and they shall cry unto them. Fear is on every side. Flee, get you far off, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Hazor, saith the Lord, for Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon hath taken counsel against you, and hath conceived a purpose against you. Arise, get you up into the wealthy nation, and dwell without care, saith the Lord, which have neither gates nor bars which dwell alone. And their camels shall be a booty. Now, the booty here is not what they say it is today. Booty means all your food, water, clothing, riches, money, jewelry, and all that. And the multitude of their cattle a spoil, and I will scatter into all winds them that are in the most corners, and I will bring their calamity from all sides thereof, saith the Lord. And Hazor shall be a dwelling for dragons, and a desolation forever. There shall no man abide there, nor any son of man dwell in it. The word of the Lord came to Jeremiah the prophet against Elam in the beginning of the reign of Zedekiah, a king of Judah, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Behold, I will break the bow of Elam, the chief of their might, and upon Elam will I bring the four wings from the four corners of heaven. Now I want you to see, heaven has four corners, and will scatter them towards all these winds, and there shall be no nation, whether the outcast of Elam shall not come, for I will cause Elam to be dismayed before their enemies, and before them that seek their life, and I will bring evil upon them, even my furious anger, saith the Lord, and I will send the sword after them, till I have consumed them. And I will set my throne in Elam, and I will destroy from thence the kings and the princes, and saith the Lord. But it shall come to pass in the latter days that I will bring again the captivity of Elam, saith the Lord. Well, from the looks of it, he going at the end of days, so that could be any time, and he's going to take Elam over. So that sounds pretty good. It's Elam. All right, let's look at Jeremiah 50. The word that the Lord spoke against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldees by Jeremiah the prophet. Declare ye among the nations, and publish, and set up a standard, publish, and counsel not. Say, Babylon is taken, Bel is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces, her idols are confounded, and her images are broken in pieces. For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, they shall depart, both men and beasts. In those days and in that time, saith the Lord, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together, going and weeping. They shall go and seek the Lord their God. They shall ask the way to Zion, and with their faces thitherward, saying, Come, and let us join ourselves to the Lord in a perpetual covenant that shall not be forgotten. My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherd have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountain. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. All that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, We offered not, because they have sinned against the Lord and the inhabitants of the justice. Even the Lord, the hope of their fathers, remove out of the midst of Babylon, and go forth out of the land of Chaldees, and be as the he-goats before the flock. For lo, I will rise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. The Chalda shall be a spoil. All the spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, and ye destroyed of my heritage, because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass, and blue as bulls. Your mother shall be sore confounded, that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nation shall be a wilderness and dry land and a desert, because of the wrath of the Lord. It shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Every one that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at her plagues. Put yourself in array against Babylon around about, all ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrow, for she has sinned against the Lord. Shout again her round about. She hath given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down, for it is in the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her, as she hath done, do unto her. Cut off the sower from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest. For fear of the oppressing sword, they shall turn every one to his people, and they shall flee every one in his own land. Israel is a scattered sheep. The lion hath driven him away. First the king of Assyria hath devoured him, and the last of Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon hath broken his bones. Therefore thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, Behold, I will punish the king of Babylon and his land, as I have punished the king of Assyria. And I will bring Israel again to his inhabitants, and he shall feed on Carmel and Bashan, and his soul shall be satisfied upon the Mount Ephraim and Gilead. In those days and in that time, saith the Lord, the iniquity of Israel shall be sought for, and there shall be none. And the sons of Judah, and they shall not be found, for I will pardon them whom I reserve. Go up against the land of Merathim, even against it, and against the inhabitants of Pekod. Waste and utterly destroy after them, saith the Lord, and do according to all that I have commanded thee. I saw a battle in the land of the great deception. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware, thou art found, and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. The Lord hath opened his armory, and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord God of hosts in the land of the Chaldees. To come against her from the uttermost border, open her storehouse, cast her up as heap, and destroy her utterly, that nothing of her be left. Slay all her bullocks, let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for their day is come, the time of their visitation. The voice of them that flee and escaped out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of the Lord our God, the vengeance of his temple. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow, camp against it around about, that none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she has done. do unto her, for she hath been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel. Therefore shall her young men fall in the street, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith the Lord of hosts. For, thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee. And the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall rise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his city, and it shall devour all around about him. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captive held them fast. They refused to let them go. Their Redeemer is strong. The Lord of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, and he may have gave rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. A sword is upon Chaldees, saith the Lord, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon her princes, and upon her wise men. A sword is upon the liars, and they shall doubt. A sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed. A sword is upon their horses, upon their chariots, and upon the mingled people that are in the midst of her. And they shall come as women. A sword is upon her treasure, and they shall be robbed. Idol is upon her water, and they shall be dried up, for it is the land of graven images, and they are mad upon their idols. Therefore the wild beast of the desert, with the wild beast of the island, shall dwell there, and the owl shall dwell therein, and it shall be no more inhabitants forever, neither shall it dwell in the form generation to generation. As God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighboring city thereof, saith the Lord, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein. Behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. They shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel, and will not show mercy. Their voices shall war like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses, every one put in array, like a man in a battle against thee, O daughters of Babylon. The king of Babylon had heard the report of them, and his hands waxed feeble. Anguish took hold of him, and pangs as of a woman in travail. Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan, and to the inhabitants of the strong. But I will make them suddenly run away from her, and who is a chosen man, that I may appoint over her, and who is like me, and who will appoint me the time, and who is that shepherd that will stand before me. Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord, that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purpose, that he has purposed against the land of the Chaldees. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their inhabitants desolate with them. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, the cry is heard among the nations. Thanks for listening. I appreciate it. How to donate to PayPal. You mash on Poor Man's Sewing, and then you come up here and you look for About, and you mash on About, and right here you hit on Donate to Poor Man's Sewing. It's people like you that help me out, and it is really appreciated, and I hope you many blessings in this hard times that we are fixing to go through. A lot of hugs and kisses to you.